Hi, this is Amy M. Burns from amymburns.com and author of the publication Using Technology with Elementary Music Approaches, a book that integrates technology into the approach of Dr. Feyerabend's first steps, Kodai or Schulwerk, as well as project-based learning. I'm proud to say it was a finalist in the Best Book Awards as well as the BET Awards finalist. It is published by Oxford University Press and it's available from Oxford University Press and Amazon today. Don't forget that I have weekly episodes here on YouTube, so please like this video and subscribe so that you can get notifications of the episodes. Today we're going to talk about creating interactive activities for assessment and creativity. The pandemic caused more technology to be introduced into every subject. Some of the technology has a lot of benefits for elementary music classrooms, and today we're going to talk about how we can use a lot of the free tools to create interactive assessments and activities. So the first tool I'm going to talk about is Canva. I love Canva. If you follow me on YouTube here, you know I do. I think it's one of the best educational and creative tools out there. They do have a free version, they have a pro version, and they have a Teams version, but we are educators and they have the education version at canva.com/education. All you need to do is sign up using your education email address or upload proof of your employment. Once you are approved, you will receive verification notice via email. Canva has many templates to choose from, as well as it gives you many resources to create original designs. One of the best things about Canva is that it's a one-stop shop. When you want to find a template for a badge or a certificate or a program, as you can see in all of my files here, Canva has it. If you want to create an original educational presentation, you can click on the setup so it automatically fit your screen. And you can choose from Canva's enormous library of images, clip art, borders, fonts, videos, audio, and more. And all of Canva's free photos, music, and video files can be used for free or commercial or non-commercial use. Note, check the image, music, and video source. If it comes from Pixabay and you found it here in Canva, use and refer to the Pixabay license. And if it comes from Pexel, same thing. All other free images, music, and video files within Canva are covered by the license outlined on their website as well. So let me show you some of the things I've done in Canva and then how I've used them in Google Slides, Seesaw, or Notebook. Or you can use them in PowerPoint and Keynote. So here is an activity I'm creating. It's for assessment and for creativity. On page 2, we have a drag and drop. So they can drag and drop and create a B section to We Are Dancing in the Forest. This is on my YouTube channel. I published it last week, so check it out, please. As they do this, they can actually record themselves performing this new creation that they're creating. If they just go through their uploads tool and record yourself, they can actually record themselves performing what they do. I love this. I think this is great. And this was all created in Canva minus the notation. So the notation was something I've uploaded. As you can see, I've uploaded a few items. If you go to Katie Wardrobe's Midnight Music, she has a free notation library that I'll leave here in the description so that you can just download these free notation libraries. As far as like these wonderful hand signals, those are for members of Midnight Music Community. But to create the boxes, I use the elements. To create these little objects here, I just went through elements or I went through photos to find them. And that's how I created this. I just uploaded the notation and then the text tool made all this. I can group things, as you can see. These are grouped because if I ungroup them, it will break them up. And that's how I created this little interactive activity. I'm going to go by this for right now and come back to it. When I'm creating a manipulative like this, I might create this in flat, which is not free. There is a free version, but to get the Boomwhacker colors, that's in the educational version. And then, of course, the background was just, again, finding a photo of a dog. Here, I created these in flat and just took screenshots of them. And then the doggy bones in the background were created here in Canva. Canva, like I said, it's a one-stop shop. It's so nice that I can find so many different things in Canva. Here again, the background image, the lemons, all of these were created here in Canva, the lines, all of it. The only thing I had to import was the hand signals. Here again, just the hand signals were imported. The rest were all created in Canva. And again, created in Canva, and again, Flat created that. This is all created in Canva just using elements and pictures. Now, like I said before, I cannot actually share this with students. You might say to me, sure you can, and click Google Classroom, but when I do that, I'm not in the pro version, I'm in the educational version. And unless you know of something, please let me know. When I share this and test it out on my own 2 children I am their teacher and they are in my school, they ended up editing my original file here. So if you want to send this to Google Classroom or Microsoft Teams and you want them to be able to edit it, it's not going to force a copy. So you will have to, in the first page, tell them, create a new copy for yourself. You can do that. There's nothing wrong with that, and it works because over here it doesn't allow you to create your own template. If you have the pro version, it does, but not the educational version, which is a bummer. But you can just say, create your own copy. And then they can use that upload tool to record themselves performing the creations that they make or perform themselves singing the song. So again, these are great assessment and interactive creativity tools. Now, you might say, why do you have all these extra pages that you glossed over? Well, that's for a reason. Because if I can't share this file out in a Google Classroom, then I think I'm going to make a Google Slides and share it in a Google Classroom so it forces a copy. So how would I do that? Well, I actually can download these as PNG files. So when I go up here to PNG, all of this is a PNG file. So I might not, this I want. Now the little guy won't move in my PNG file, and that's okay. But if I click here, transparent background, then the little parts Peter here will come in as a PNG with a transparent background, meaning none of this white part back here is going to come with the file. So I would download this separately, one with the background files, and they will be PNG, and one with I don't want it to have the background, the transparent files. When I do this, let me show you what that looks like. So I bring it in, I have it, it came as a zip file, and what's great is I now have this with transparent background files. Those are the ones like this, and you'll notice there's no background on them. It's awesome. Let me bring it over to show you. And then the gray is transparent, and then these, which I want as background files for my Google Slides. So let's show how to do that. I'm going to go over to Google Slides, Untitled, and I'm going to bring in one of my background files that I just downloaded. Now, if you want access, and I'll say this again later, to my background files, they're in the blog, and the blog link is in the description. Okay, so I'm going to go to background, choose image. I'm going to bring in that background image. There we go. Now, when you bring it in as a background image on your slide, it means it's going to lock it. So the kids can't do anything to it. See, it's all locked. Now, we want the Peter, right? That was in the other file that I just showed you. So let's bring that one in. Here we go. Remember, it's transparent background. Woohoo! I'm just going to size it down so it fits over it. A little bit shorter. Now, I want it to be infinitely cloned. I can't do that in Google Slides. There's no infinite cloner, so I'm going to manually do it. I'm going to copy and then paste. I'm using Control or Command C to copy and Control or Command V to paste. Then I select them all like this. Okay, and then I right-click or Control-click, align horizontally to the center, and then align vertically to the middle. When I do that, I now have copy and pasted it. And that looks really good. That way, they can choose the ones they want. They're not subject to only having one or two of each kind. I might resize this because they're a little bit bigger than the boxes that I want it to be, but it still makes a nice file. So that's how I would create it in Google Slides. Now, what about recording? Ask your IT if you can get this Mote Recorder, because the Mote Recorder is an extension, and what it allows you to do, once they have installed it and you use it once, then it comes up just like this, and the students can click to start, and then they can record themselves, and it will create an audio file right onto the slide. It's really great, but you do need your IT's permission to be able to get that onto your students' devices. Now you're saying, great, how do you share that into a Google Classroom? We'll go into Google Classroom, and this is my bounce high, bounce low. It looks like this. This file, if I just save the file and I have it like this, and it's the same thing, it's infinitely cloned through that manual way, I can add the file and then make a copy for each student. So when I do that and I assign it to all the students, it will force a copy. If that doesn't work, if you don't have that and you want to force a copy instead, you can go into the share and then change the link so that anyone with the link can do that. Copy the link, go up to here, paste that link where it says edit and all the things after it, delete it, and put copy. That way you now force a copy. So this is great, especially when you're trying to send it to teachers and they might be editing it, but it's also great for students. So that's a way to force a copy. We love forcing a copy in our school. Let's say, though, you have this, you like this, but you don't have Google Slides. You want PowerPoint. So if you create the Google Slides, you know that when you export it or when you download it, it will actually download as a PowerPoint file. And then you might need to clean it up a little bit, but you'll have it. It downloads as a variety of files, but if you need PowerPoint, that's how you can do it. If you have Keynote, you can download it as a PowerPoint file, and Keynote, which is just a Mac-based presentation tool, can open PowerPoints, and then you just might have to clean it up. What about Seesaw? If you're in Seesaw, you can create these activities as well. But what I love about Seesaw is that for an activity like this, where you are going to drag the pitches, you do the same thing. You bring in the background, and then you bring in those little tools, and then you can drag them in. They can create the actual song. Bounce high, bounce low, bounce the ball to Shiloh. Or they can create a whole new melody. What's great about here is there's two ways they can record it. They can click the voice icon and just sing it into it, and it will create a little listen to me like it does right here on the first one where it says listen to your starting pitch. The way I did that was just go to voice and sang the starting pitch. Or the microphone tool, they can actually use the microphone tool and it will video them creating this and record them as well. So that's really good. The only thing they can't do in the video tool is it's not going to play that audio file while they're in the video tool. So it doesn't allow you to do that yet. And then finally, if you are looking at something like Notebook, what's neat about Notebook is you can take exactly what I taught you to do, which is, again, like in Google Slides, go ahead and bring in the background. Let's bring in that background. Optimize, go ahead. There, resized it for me. And as you can tell, I am changing my interactive whiteboard to Promethean, so that's why I'm only on a basic version here. But you can go into those transparent background ones. And when I bring it in, what I love about the interactive notebook files, or even Promethean, I feel is the same way. You can resize these, all right? Put it over on Peter. Let's make him a little bit bigger. And then just go to this and infinite clone. When you infinite clone, it's just going to do it for you. That's really, really nice. And of course, you can reset your board. It does have that ability, think here, reset that page, and it resets it back to the way it was, which was since the last time you saved it, which was blank. In the blog that is listed below, you can find the file that has everything that I created in it. So it has all of that. It has this whole file so that you can use it for your own classroom. So it has Peter and the Wolf in it, mostly just to create a B section to We Are Dancing in the Forest. It's Doggy Doggy, and you can recreate the melody or create a new melody. And those are the little tools that you can use. Has Lemonade, and you can create your new melody. Has Bounce High, Bounce Low, and you can create the melody and create a new melody. And then those are the tools that you can use them in other programs. And this is create your own body percussion 4-beat pattern. And then there's the tools to create in other places. Again, these tools come from Midnight Music. She has shared those for free. Others she shares as being a member of Midnight Music. I will disclose I work for Katie, and it's an amazing, safe place to learn about so much music technology at any level, from elementary to adult. It has training courses, it has webinars, it has lessons, it has so many different things in there, resources, as a community page where you can ask anything and everyone's there to help you, and it's a safe community and it's wonderful. I can't say enough about it, enough good things about it. It's so good. So again, click and like my YouTube channel here. Check this out. Have some fun. I've really done a lot with Canva. I think it's one of the best tools out there. It's a one-stop shop. And it's great for creating interactive assessments, manipulatives, badges, certificates, anything you probably want in your classroom. And there's more. I'm only giving you a tip of the iceberg there. You can create videos inside of this. You can create audio inside of this. So check it out today. You do have the free version of being an educator. We'll be back next week, and I'm going through again another Kodai song that will have a play along video. So check it out.